Good afternoon and happy Christmas from Christmas, Florida. There's a little town outside of Orlando that's called Christmas, and we are now in it right now. This is the entrance to Christmas, and this is what's greeting us right here. They have a permanent Christmas tree that is here all the time. There it is. The permanent Christmas tree at Christmas, Florida is the symbol of love and goodwill, the Christmas spirit every day in the year. There it is. Christmas. And then there's a concrete Santa over here. This is the scariest looking doll I've ever seen that any Santa has. But pretty neat that there he is, the Santa. And then there's a little concrete sleigh that you can take a picture in. Right now there is a lighted reindeer out in front of it. I don't know if that's always here or if that's just here for Christmas, because there's some more Christmas lights out here too. But the tree is always here. 100% of the time, it's always here. We are heading into Fort Christmas, which is just right down that road right there. But it says Fort Christmas was built in 1835, 3 miles north of this marker, so that away. Erected by the Orlando chapter of DAR in 1951. And then there is also a permanent nativity scene here. This is pretty neat. I do want to know what is behind this, actually, because there are other structures. Was this part of the fort originally? I don't know. It kind of looks like a cemetery, doesn't it? There is a Christmas, Florida cemetery that we're going to try to find today. I don't know where it's at, but there's also a sign right across the street that says, "Welcome to Christmas, Florida." And there's a post office up the road right there that we're going to go to a little bit later, because that is a very popular place for people to mail their Christmas packages from. But first, let's head down the road to Fort Christmas. We are headed into Fort Christmas Historical Park. Oh, this is not what I expected at all. There's like wood cabins everywhere. Wow. I'm not really sure what I expected, but this was not it. I thought, because it's Fort Christmas, I thought there would be like a fort here, right? This isn't a fort. This is just like a building. Maybe there's something further out there. There's just a bunch of old buildings, it seems like. Well, let's go exploring. Oh, well, it's closed, so we can't go inside there. But they do have a mailbox where you can mail letters to Santa. So there's some little models of the buildings that are out here. So this one's the Woods 1926, the Simmons 3 1915. Looks like we've got a turpentine still that's going to be out here somewhere, a Beehead Ranch House from 1917, and then a picnic shelter from the 1930s. This place actually looks really big. I don't know if we're going to be able to see all of it, but let's just walk around and see what we can find. I found a map, and right now we're at the visitor center, so there's a lot of different things that we got to see, but there is a fort. I wonder what's going on here. They're moving the entire building. The entire building is up on I-beams, I guess, to be transported. It's kind of blowing my mind right now. This is a floating building. We can see all the way underneath it. So the first building we're going to go into is this 1906 Union School. Originally a large one-room school, it was named Union School because it united several small family-operated schools in the Fort Christmas area. I always think that places like this are really neat because, like, why am I allowed to be in here? I feel like I shouldn't be allowed in here, but I am. They have all these old typewriters over here. These are really neat. Wow, I like this one a lot. And they have some ads for typewriters and stuff. Oh, and they have some adding machines too. Some old school desks. Look at how small this one is. I think it's adjustable though, so it could be a little bit taller, but still very small. This is part of the pulley system from the original curtain for the stage. Wow. It's kind of strange that there was a stage in the schoolroom, right? Or is that how it always was? Look at this tiny piano. Hold me closer, tiny piano. It's a pianola. Oh, okay, so this makes a little bit more sense. This looks like a schoolroom. I wonder if it's open. Nope, dang. But you can see the teacher's desk, and then you can see all the kids' desks. This is what I thought the classroom would look like. There was another family that I was just talking to about how we couldn't get inside that other schoolroom area, and they said, go into this building over here, it's really cool. So we're heading over here. First things first though, it looks like there's just a bed frame outside. I don't really understand. Why is there a bed frame right here? I like that they put succulents in it though. This is the Parton house and barn, and the barn's right over here, and it's got a bunch of tractors inside of there. But let's go inside. This is from the 1950s. Whoa, this does not look like it's from the 1950s. There's asparagus here. I feel like somebody's living in here right now. This is amazing. What is going on right now? We can look in the refrigerator. Why do I feel like I should be whispering? There's a bathroom. This is weird. Some like pesticides here. A washing machine. Which ones are they? They're 2 washing machines. It's kind of interesting because it's plumbed for a modern washing machine, but this is very interesting. Oh, there's like a whole shaving kit and everything back in there. Look at this. What is that thing with the mirror? I don't really know why there's bedpans up here, but there are bedpans. Some old luggage. Let's go a little bit further in. Wow, we're just in the dining room. And what's this? This is a bedroom in here. I really feel like I'm inside of an abandoned house right now. This is the strangest to me. All right, well, you guys let me know if you guys see a ghost or something as we're walking around, because I feel like that could happen. There's a TV and a radio. TV and a radio. Oh, what is all this stuff? Some records, some Reader's Digests over here. This is amazing. I know I keep saying this is amazing, but it really is amazing. I love that pillow. Oh, here's the heater. Wow, this looks real fancy. I feel like this was top of the line in the 50s. I really did not think that this is what it was going to be like when I was like, I'm going to go to Fort Christmas. What is this thing? Was that just like a little fan that they used to circulate air? Maybe you put something hot on top of it, like some hot coals, and then it blew the hot air around. And then what's this? This is the kids' room? Oh yeah, they've got some toy cash registers up here. They got some toy farm equipment for them to like learn how to farm. Ooh, an erector set. I really can't believe that this is a thing that I just walked into. All kinds of old spices and stuff. Cooking utensils. Huh. All right, let's go look at the barn. Some old tractors. There's an old farmall. An old Ford tractor. And it's starting to rain. Let's head into the 1932 lunchroom. Oh. Well, this is awesome. All kinds of different stoves and laundry things. I like that this one's called a quick meal. Huh. Rolling pins, vintage rolling pins. I'm really excited that we decided to come out here today, because it's awesome. It really is neat out here. All right, let's continue on our quest through Fort Christmas. I think we're heading to the fort now. Oh, there's like a little playground out here too, and a baseball field. And then we're headed over there to the fort. Welcome to Fort Christmas, where Santa defends the reindeer. I don't know. Welcome to Fort Christmas. Fort Christmas was built in 1837, then reconstructed in 1977. Oh, behind this plaque, a time capsule. Whoa, it's gonna be open soon. Well, I mean, soonish. This is the storehouse. Whoa. This is also weird to be in. I think these are all like gardening tools down here. It's kind of hard to see them. There's a pitchfork, and then we've got some woodworking tools, some planes, and some drills and stuff. Oh, but this says that the storehouse is where they stored all of their army rations and supplies. The cane grinding and syrup making area. This is a large stove. Oh, it says Fort Christmas there. So I would imagine that they use this machine over here to grind down the sugar cane, and then they use this stove over here to turn it into syrup. You hook this side to a horse walks around this circle, and then you continuously run sugarcane through here, and it squishes it, and all of the syrup comes out, or all of the juices, I don't know what you call sugarcane juices, come out and drip down here to where you have a barrel collecting it. So I think that we're heading into the even more historic, like the earlier farmhouses and stuff back here. Some really old farm equipment here that would be hitched to a horse maybe? So this tree was being used to harvest turpentine. So I think that that is something that we will be on the lookout as we go around this. There's lots of other trees with this scarring around the park. I know that people lived differently back in the 1800s, but it really is kind of impressive to see how differently people lived. Because this is basically just a hut. Like, you are outside and there are mosquitoes and everything. No windows or anything like that. Just the heat pouring in. Summertime, 100 degrees outside. I know that I like going to Disney, but I do enjoy the calmness of an area like this. Like this, I'm just out in the middle of this field by myself, looking at houses from the 1800s. Ooh, this building's scary. It's got skulls and jawbones and horns all over it. Kind of smells like fire. Oh yeah, this is the smoking house. It looks like there was a fire in there where they would smoke and cure meats for this house. This is the brown house circa 1900, and I think that this is probably the best design for a house where you've got this breezeway right down the center. Whoa. It really is interesting to see that this house was built in 1900, and then you could see a house from like the 50s or the 20s that is much more advanced than this. Only 20 or 50 years later. Look, here's your wash basin. Didn't even have indoor plumbing. You just have a bowl with some water in it. What's this? Is this the bedroom? This is the bedroom. Huh. Oh, I thought that was a real person over there. That's just a scarecrow on a tractor. Oh, this is Scarecrow Earl. They've got some corn over here. Okay, so that's not corn, that's sugar cane back there. And then we've got collard greens, cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, mustards, kale, and bell peppers. Who knew that all of this was here in Christmas, Florida? Hey there, Christmas chickens. You guys doing okay? There's also a Christmas bunny rabbit over here. Hey there, Mr. Christmas bunny. Hey there, Christmas goats. I like how you're literally standing in your food bowl to eat your food. It's the miracle of a Christmas goat. Oh, hello. Are you guys both coming over to say hello? Hey. How's it going? You guys doing okay? There's a sign that tells me not to pet or feed you. So, I'm sorry. I'm sure you guys would like to be petted or fed. Both of you guys are just licking your back end. I just came into another historical home, and I want to show you guys what scared the heck out of me as I was looking around. Cause I'm like, oh, look, oh, okay, we can't go upstairs, but at least we can have a look around. And oh, goodness gracious, he's staring into my soul. This one is really blowing my mind. This house was built in 1927. Our house, the house that we live in, was built in 1926. 1 year before this house. And this is what this house looks like. It's kind of interesting. Like, I understand that it's two different areas. Ours was built near a city and this one's kind of built out in the woods. But I never thought that it would be this vastly different. This house is newer than our house. It's kind of really, really interesting to me. Now we're in the bedroom here. I think that I'm too easily amazed by historical things because, like, this is the way that history was. But I'm like, this is so cool. And I think that's just the way I am. I like this sign. No chickens allowed in the butterfly garden. All right, let's head back into the fort. We're going into the blockhouse. I like their Blair Witch decorations. They're very nice. Whoa. I think that's a video upstairs. It scared me though. Wow, this is neat. All kinds of different stuff from a shipwreck, it almost looks like. Oh, they have a bunch of guns from, what, the 1800s? Huh. All right, let's see what's upstairs. Oh, there's just some mannequins up here with examples of period clothing for both the people that were here in the fort and the indigenous people. I really, really like your mustache and goatee combo. We've got one more building to go into. Well, this one's not really labeled. I wonder what this is. This is an example of them mining turpentine. I guess like harvesting turpentine? What is that thing? It's like a teeny tiny anvil. Okay, so this is kind of showing off some of the cowboy history and the cattle ranching history of this area. There's a gigantic loom up here. Got a display of like a sewing machine, a violin, some clothing from, I'm guessing, the 1800s. Whoa, check this out. This is a degree for the Bachelor's of Arts in Education from the University of Florida from 1939. All of this stuff was from Jeanette Hodges, who taught at the Union School. We were in the Union School earlier. All right, that about does it for us here from Fort Christmas. We're gonna go check and see what we can see at the Christmas cemetery. We actually passed it on the way here. Then we're gonna stop by the post office and see if there's just a huge crowd of people trying to mail out stuff postmarked from Christmas, Florida. Fort Christmas was really neat. It was free, I think. Like, I stopped by the check-in area and there wasn't anybody there. They said this place is closed, and then everything was just open back here. So I think it's a free park to come to. And you can come and you can check out all these historical buildings, learn something about the area, and see the creepy doll up in the attic, go into that house from the 50s that was really interesting to see, and then mail something out from Christmas, Florida. I came to the Fort Christmas Cemetery. There was a big green sign that was like, here it is. And then there's a gate here that we can't get past. And I don't actually see anything that's very cemetery-like. So there's a road right here called Fort Christmas Cemetery. I'm gonna go down there and see what we can see. This is pretty intense. It looks like we can go in, but there's a lot of signs that are like, do not do anything bad in here. Yeah, look at this. This is a private cemetery. No alcoholic beverages allowed on premises at any time. No arrangements are to be made without trustees present. So I guess from that, it kind of seems like maybe somebody came in and buried somebody without telling anybody, because they're like, no arrangements are to be made without anybody knowing. That's interesting. I think we probably could go in here, but I'm not. I'm gonna stay out. We're gonna go over to the post office now. There it is. United States Post Office in Christmas, Florida. You could come here and your stamp would say that it was mailed from Christmas. I like that they do have lots of Christmas decorations out here in front of the post office. So there you have it. That'll do it for us here from Christmas, Florida. We're on the side of a major highway right now, so that's why there's so many car noises going by. This was a neat place. It was interesting to come to a town called Christmas, see a Fort Christmas, see all kinds of history of homesteading in Florida, see that you can mail stuff from Christmas, Florida, like mail out your Christmas cards from Christmas, Florida. I don't know if this is worth a trip out here if you're just like here on vacation to Christmas, Florida, unless you're here around Christmas. There weren't like a lot of Christmas lights or decorations or anything like that. It's just the town is called Christmas, so it's an interesting thing to do around Christmas time. And with that being said, we are off, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
I'm Caleb. I'm Josh from Macon, Georgia, and now it's time to pay the price.